ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the MKUltra show. Tonight, election night, the 2026 gubernatorial primary for Florida is going down at this moment. Ballots are being counted, and we're going to keep a close eye on this one because, well, our boy James Fishback is one of the potential candidates. Now, I'll say we're starting this about 20 minutes late. Got a decent amount of votes in. Right now, NBC has James Fishback sitting at about 7.9% of the vote, with Byron Donalds at 309,000 votes at 49.8% of the vote. So it's not looking necessarily too pretty, but polls are still open. Votes are still happening. We've got a long way to go. Let's see. Got only about 37% of the expected vote in. I'm going to be honest, I'm getting worried. I'm not feeling too confident. But we can hope, Because James Fishback is the right guy for Florida, and we have to hope that Floridians would do their due diligence and, put the right guy in power. And he did receive the Nick Fuentes endorsement yesterday. That was somewhat a big deal. Now, unfortunately, I think anybody who would listen to a Nick Fuentes endorsement was already going to vote for James. Excuse me. So I don't think that necessarily is going to help him too much in this race. There was also earlier fake um a fake endorsement from Donald Trump making the rounds where people were trying to get boomers to go and vote for Fishback, which is hilarious, but doesn't help. Yeah, out of the big four, so we've got here, I'll pull this up on the screen so you guys can see it as well. Let's see. Give me one moment. There we go. Yeah, so out of the big four, Donalds, Collins, Renner, and Fishback, we've got Fishback at last. So it's actually very demoralizing. Um, I hope we see him get a rise. I mean, all right. He's slowly gaining by like a portion of a percentage at a time. It's not the best, but we have seen worse. Let's see if everything looks the same over here. Shrink myself a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Hey, look, our co-host decided to finally show up, only about 20 minutes late himself. I will say I would have personally been on time tonight, but I was trying to delay it for him. He
Gifts.
he brought gifts, so it's okay. All right. Have you been keeping track with what's going on at all with this election? Have you been seeing the votes come in yet?
No.
Oh, it's looking terrible. It's terrible. Here we got NBC over here. It's bad. It's really bad. Hey, it's still early though. He's still gaining. This is what I was just talking about. He's gaining by these like fractions of a percentage at a time, and it's not enough to win. But it's a start. It's a start. We need that trickle. Hopefully, it's just a lot of these really early voters were the boomers, so they all threw all their chips into Byron. We over here, and the young people they came a little bit late. Hmm? Yeah, so that's when the last votes are come in. But that doesn't mean like that's when they're done counting necessarily.
Yeah.
So they've got 42% of it in. We've got about 30 minutes left of voting. Cards and apple flavor brand. It's fucking amazing. It's delicious. This video is not sponsored by Rain, but it should be. Rain hit my line like every black bitch. Please. Thank you.
Candice.
Candace. I always did love him crazy. There's something just so beautiful about her. There. Let's see if we can get you into the frame a little more here.
Just knock it all. It's okay.
Well, I mean, if you would have been on time, I would have been able to set this up with you in mind. But,
Traffic is as traffic does, bro.
mm, hey, Byron isn't at 50% still. He keeps dropping down a little bit. You know, I'd feel a lot better if Fishback was sitting at like Collins' spot here at 25% of the vote. Is I'd be like I'd feel a lot better if all the early voters went to Byron and Fishback could still win it, picking up the end here. But how the fuck is Jay Collins in second? That's what I need to know. How the fuck is Jay fucking Collins possibly in second? Collins basically ran a campaign on behalf of Donald's.
Hmm.
Like everything he did, he was doing it on behalf of Donald's. He wasn't running a campaign to win. So why are people voting for him? That's what I would love to know. What does Collins present that for what do any of these guys present that Fishback doesn't? I'd love to get into the mind of these Florida voters here. So it's a long night. Hopefully, hopefully it's a long night because if it ends quick, that probably means Byron wins and he lands 50% of the votes in. Guys. All right, 50% of the votes in. James Fishback is only down from first by about 350,000 votes. Yeah, who knows? You know, anything could happen. Good things could happen. Hey, there was a wave. All right, Fishback is now in third place. He is taking the spot of Paul Renner. I really didn't like that Renner stayed in this race because, in my opinion, I think Fishback and Renner supporters have a lot of overlap. I think a lot of the older people who maybe would have considered Fishback are going Renner instead, so he kind of splits that vote there. I was hoping Byron and Jay would split the vote, and maybe they are, and maybe this is how popular the establishment continues to be.
Mm-hmm. Jim Holcomb. What do you got to do to be an unmarked avatar in this place?
Hey, you still got more votes than the plenty of marked avatars, so.
That's true.
Why the fuck do these people stay in the race? I just do not understand that. Like, if you're not gonna get any votes, why stay? Some of these people I just don't understand. The top four, Byron, Jay, Fishback, Renner, I get because people have been talking about them. None of them, most of them don't have a good chance to win, but they all had like a minute chance. Bobby Williams, who the fuck is that? Why is he still in this race? I don't understand.
I don't see how that would boost your career in any way, to be honest.
It's libertarians. Guaranteed. Those are the extra types. I don't know. I have never heard of any of these people down here that I'm circling with the cursor, but
Rodriguez.
how did the Conservative Party fall so hard that once it was, small government, protect our national interests, here for our people. Hey, white lives matter too. And now we've got George Floyd conservatism, where we are supporting Byron Donalds, Mr. Israel himself. In fact, little known fact, I heard it yesterday from an independent source that Byron Donalds was caught taking it in the ass from Laura Loomer. You heard it here first. It's these black Jewish candidates. I don't understand it. Like if you're black and you're Kanye, I'll vote for you. But if you're fucking Byron, if you have drug charges, by the way,
Mm.
drug charges surprised to absolutely nobody. Absolutely nobody. I mean, look at the guy. I could have guessed that too.
Not even a white drug.
No. All right, Fishback maintaining his firm spot at third place at 8.7% of the vote. You know, I was gonna sit down today and I was gonna be like, I don't expect Fishback to win, but I hope he can get like 20 to 30% of the vote just to prove we have some motion. We have no motion. This is really demoralizing. This almost makes me think that you throw Fishback into the race to demoralize us, but we won't let you. But I'm demoralized.
I'm demoralized.
I'm pretty demoralized. The black pill Has never looked sweeter.
Hey, he's almost at 10%.
Almost a 10. Almost a 10. I cannot believe Collins is beating him. I'm not in any way surprised Byron is winning, but I fully expected this to be a race where we're seeing Byron here at about 30 to 35%, Fishback at like 20-ish, and then all of the other guys picking up the rest of the votes. In fact, I thought Renner was probably going to get fourth behind, or Collins was going to get fourth behind Renner. That's not what we're seeing out of the early voting. But again, early voting, the early votes that are being counted, hopefully it's the old people who were doing their mail-in fucking ballots. I don't actually know if that's legal in Florida. I wouldn't be
I
surprised
think
either
it
way.
is.
I know they had early voting. I wouldn't be surprised if the old people who just wanted to get it done, do their thing, and then the young people are gonna come in throughout today,
Get off of work.
vote big for Fishback, get off to work unlike Byron Donald's entire support base. I mean, look at the guy. Right. He's closing the gap. It's slow. It's slow progress. It's still at 8.9%, but every time new votes are counted, he goes up by point 0.1, point 0.2, point 0.3.
Byron's sitting there.
You know,
He's
by
going down.
by the end of the night, we could see Fishback hitting numbers like 11% if this rate continues. It's a cruel world. A cruel world. Hey, he did hit 9%. Right side, let's look at the silver lining. Fishback is now sitting at 9%. Only 16 points behind Jay Collins. He's getting smoked by Jay fucking Collins. Did anybody watch the debate? Any of them? And they were like, yeah. No, Collins is the
That's our
guy.
guy.
Like, look, I can believe Byron. Right? I think the guy's an idiot. I think he will be a terrible governor. I also think that if anybody is going to lose in the general, it's going to be Byron. But I can get it because he got the Trump endorsement. Byron was the guy since the get go. He was the one that was supposed to replace DeSantis. But Collins, really, really, that's so crazy to me. It's incredible. It's immaculate. All right, pull that down for a second. Mega Maniacs. What does that mean? No, what do we think this means? MIGA Maniacs.
Immigration.
Did not expect Jay Collins to be in the top two. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, again, it's not crazy to me in any way that Fishback is losing. It's just that he's losing to Collins. That's the real demoralizer. Make Israel great again? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That's definitely what it stands for. Oh man, I love weaponized autism. It's one of the greatest things ever created. But no, I mean, again, the demoralization in no way comes from Fishback not winning, because none of us ever really expected him to win. But what it really, really very much so comes from is he's getting blown out of the water, and Jay Collins is beating him. I mean, Jay Collins is winning districts. Here, I'll pull this back up for you guys here. But see these yellow spots? Collins is winning districts. Who is voting for this guy? He ran a campaign on behalf of Donald's. What? You know, I saw this little bit of red and I was like, holy shit, is Fishback in the lead of a district? But it's a guy named Shaw. I don't even know who that is. Yeah, pretty much every district he's coming in around 10%. It's pretty consistent voting. You know what's going on? Look at these cities. Orlando, Miami. Who do we think is voting for Donald's? What demographic of people
I don't want to say it, but
do we think is voting for Donald's? Is the DEI hire working? Is it doing the job they wanted it to? That's the real question. Oh man. Oh man. Get the voting view back up. Watermelon chicken, yeah. No, no. I'm not saying that Donald's is a DEI who they're trying to capture a certain demographic of the vote with, but I am saying that he's a DEI that they're using that. So what? All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys feeling tonight? How is this making you feel? Because I'm a little speechless. It's just so sad. It's so sad. I was so hyped for this race for so very long. Like I thought we were gonna do it. I was hoping for our Trump moment, our 2016 Trump moment.
it's
My
so
Rowan
true.
finna love Princess of KOC as the new governor.
Is Popeyes big in Florida?
It's gotta be, right?
It's gotta be. It's
Hey,
gonna be bigger now.
Fishback is now the head of one of the districts.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, he's got it tied with Nokovic. So that makes me think that nobody has actually voted in it yet, and they haven't counted any of the votes. But with at 117 votes, he now does have a district with his color on it. So good on him there. What is he sitting at now? 9.3%. 9.3%. 9.4%. I stand corrected. We're going up in the
He's going
world.
up. He's going up.
I got into this debate earlier today with this, not really a debate, but this fucker on Twitter. And I say something about how we need to get the GOP. I think it was about this election specifically and about how people are just going to go with Trump's endorsement. I talked about how we need to move the older generation away from their 2016 energy, where they still feel like the excitement of getting Trump in, but it's dead now, and we need to remind them that it's dead now. And this motherfucker's like, "Did you even vote in 2016?" No, I'm 9. I was 9, bro. No. No, I probably fucking didn't. Figures. No wonder you don't know anything. What the fuck do you know, bro? Like, look, I'm young. Maybe I don't have the wisdom. I probably do, but maybe I don't. Right? Please tell me what the better course of action is than to move people away from the 2016 energy because now it's destroying future opportunity. That's a situation we're in. Destroying future opportunity because of an energy of a dead movement. Oh, you don't know anything, bro. You were 9. Dude, I can't fucking look back? I fucking dumbasses. In other news, David Jolly is winning the Democratic primary by a great portion. Unsurprisingly so, he was always expected to be their candidate. And fun fact, one of the only Republican candidates that he polls well against with a chance to actually win Florida as a Democrat, one of the redder states, is against Byron. One of the only candidates possibly not popular enough to win a general election. All right, let's see how our friend Bilzerian is doing. Motherfucker,
Oh,
he's doing
look at
better
this
than
guy.
Fishback. Motherfucker. The fuck you mean 18% voted for Bilzerian? What the fuck? I get House district race, like, okay. And Dan Bilzerian is officially out of the race. They have called Randy Fine as the winner on NBC. But how the fuck did he
Dude.
get 18% of the vote? 18%? I just I can't believe that. I mean, I get that it's a lot different in these small districts because it's like you get a couple thousand people and you got 18%. Fishback sitting with about 100,000 at 10%. But that's still insane. We were
Even
still
still,
busy
though.
learning how to divide fractions in 2016. So true, King. So true. Dude, I cannot believe he got this percentage. This pisses me off. I hate Randy Fine. I mean, he's an ugly fuck. Look at him here. But Dan Bilzerian, who the fuck is voting for him?
You that's impressive.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's kind of sad, dude.
it's just rad. It's
Who
just
who
sad.
the fuck actually votes for that guy?
All right, back over to the fish, remaining at about 9.4% of the vote. Ah, guys, it's so cooked. Yeah, there's about an estimated number of what, 650,000 votes to still count. Fishback would have to get about, it would have to get about 80% of those. So, if he can get 80% of the vote for the rest of the night, we could still have a we could have a great state of Florida.
Yeah, dude.
And Byron surpasses 50% of the vote again. Again, I always expected Byron to win this election. I can't believe he's over 50% of the vote. I guess maybe we should have taken the polling more seriously. Like, to be fair, this is around what a lot of the polls had, except they didn't have Collins doing so well. Uh, let's see what is going on Twitter. Oh man, what the fuck is this shit? All right, and ladies and gentlemen, in other news than politics, Drake is walked by like a dog by a goth bitch. No, I'm not saying I would allow a goth bitch to walk me like a dog, but given the opportunity without any cameras in the room, that's all I'm gonna say. Cutting myself off there. All right. Dan Bilzerian was feeling 8 minutes ago. He was at 35%. What the fluff? Wait, that's can't even. No way. Didn't we just see that and he didn't have 8,000 votes? Is he just lying? Hold on.
He was sitting at 6.
Hold on. We're gonna just. He has 6,500 votes currently. He posted a picture of himself nearly tied with 8,000 votes. So did he AI this shit? Did he make this?
Dude, well,
Oh man, is this real? Fortunately, they wouldn't let me vote, but my wife was able to vote for James Fishback for governor. All right, so we got the goat Kyle Rittenhouse voting for Fishback. I always knew that kid was based, always, but doesn't seem to be mattering. Yo, we got an Alex Jones rally in Dallas. Think what I'm thinking.
it's time to take a trip.
Hold up, who did it? Yo, we got Fishback there? Hell yeah. Yeah, we might have to make a trip. You guys see this? This chick brutally murdered her children, and then a bunch of women gave her a bunch of money because they said it was because she was mistreated. Um,
She didn't get the right aftercare.
Women in America.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Her husband didn't cuddle her well enough, and that caused her to brutally murder her children. And that is the state of our nation.
What they call it, postpartum psychosis.
Oh, not so over. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what he's looking at that has Fishback at 26%. That would be a lot cooler than what we're currently sitting at. CNN? Why would CNN have him so much higher than NBC? We're gonna go check that out. My computer is not working very well. It's like fried. Alright, yeah, no. CNN also has Collins at 25%, so I don't know what he was looking at. That Fishback so much higher, because this has pretty much been the standings since the start of this. Ah, Chad, it's so over. It's so over. You know, if you guys have like any substances you want to abuse, I wouldn't judge you tonight. Um, if there's a tall building and you tried to fly, I would not judge you. I'm kidding, kidding. We always knew Fishback was going to lose. It was just like a hope. It's like a little hope in us. But no, no. Can't have anything nice. This is why we can't have any nice things, man. This is why. What is the fuck is this shit? Damn, that's crazy. Actually. The number one issue is actually the amount of minorities. Maybe,
You skipped over a couple there, I think.
maybe, maybe. Oh yeah, it's Nick's birthday. Happy birthday to him. That might be the most womanly thing I've ever seen. Look, I love Nick and all, but I gotta say the double blushing and tongue out emojis
Hmm.
on a happy birthday to me is the most like girl posting people saying happy birthday to her on her Instagram stories I've ever seen.
What a string of images, too. Well, I'm surprised he didn't post those of himself.
Still hit him with. No, sometimes maybe the world would be a
These
little bit
foils to
better
biscuits.
if we had magic so that we could just cast away all the voids.
Voids in segments of the population.
The voids, the fent bots, all of them.
Hmm. Where do I go up?
Keep seeing this. Does anybody know what this is? What the fuck is that? It looks like a alien clan meeting. What the fuck? Why is it everywhere?
I've seen that before. Am I not aligned online enough?
Alright, let's go back to the primary. On that note, Fishback is still pushing for 10%. Hopefully he can hit it. I'm incredibly. The thing I'm most pissed off about, I think, is that Dan Bilzerian by percentage outperformed him. I just don't. I cannot believe that. Yeah. It's over. I don't. How did Collins win? How is Collins doing so well in the panhandle? I don't. I just don't understand who the fuck is voting for Jay Collins. Hey, maybe Polk County will go 100% fishback. You know?
I have some faith.
Can we get if we just get all of these uncounted counties, we can still win this. We're not going to, but we can, in theory, hypothetically speaking. I don't know. If only white men voted, Fishback would win in a landslide. This is proof of an issue of liberal women with black boyfriends voting. One might say mud sharks. I've heard you have some experience in that field, but
Yeah, they should all probably just fly off of buildings, you know, in Minecraft.
in Minecraft, of course. Like this video. What the fuck
Exactly.
is that shit? Alright. Wonder if Fishback said anything. He even has a hot chick. So sad.
Too big to raid.
I think they rigged it, man. Fuck you! I don't understand. So I can't say it, but we can we can do this. The fish did not come through. Holy shit, that's why the counting isn't done up there. They have two different time zones. So because it finished at 7 and 8, I think, that's why. Or whatever.
Sure.
Honestly, yeah.
That's a good way to
The
go.
answer is vote for the Democrat. Fuck Florida. They deserve it. I hope your state burns in piss. No, I don't. I want the best for you guys, and that's why I wanted Fishback, but Dan Bilzerian. I love this over here. Dan Bilzerian's trending in entertainment, Fishback's trending in politics. They literally took away my votes. Dude. What's up with this? See how this one looks normal?
Right.
What what happened to the top of your screen? Hum what the fuck is human? It's tragic. I cannot believe people voted for Bilzerian. Alright, so other people did have him at 8,000, so now I am actually curious what happened with that. Why got misreported.
Shit. Is he right? Are they
Now,
taking away his votes?
now, I do think voter fraud is very real. I don't think 8,000 people actually
No.
vote. I think if anything, there was voter fraud on behalf of him.
Dude, I have a hard time believing 6,000 voted for him.
10 Bilzerian's victory paintball tournament canceled. It's tragic. He looks so weird. He looks like a Minecraft character.
What,
He looks like his beard. It makes him look like he has like a Halo helmet on.
he looks like he's trying to make his jawline accentuated by his beard, but in a very Jewish way.
In an incredibly Jewish way.
He's trying to be Chad, dude.
He is trying to be Chad. You're calling it? Wow, no way. No way. How could you have predicted that? You see that Valentina Gomez managed to predict Byron Donalds as the eventual winner after he received 51% of the
Dude,
vote. Wow, you look like a dumb bitch.
that was
That's her.
no way.
That's her.
He actually.
My computer froze. That's awesome. Let's play Does It Crash Now? Are we back? Oh, we're back. I think if he said deport Sneeko more, he would have won, actually. In fact, if Sneeko had been deported, he would have won.
I agree.
Do we think that Sneeko, Allah Akbar, future fishback voters, did he send small children to explode in the voting lines? It's the only reasonable
Mm,
explanation for this.
he's a growing threat.
Let's check back in. All right, fishback has passed 10%. So on the bright side, he passed 10%. Yeah, this race is over. Only 380,000. Fishback can't even win now.
No. He beat Paul Rayner.
I cannot believe Jake Collins. I cannot wait for the Democrats to win Florida. They deserve it.
Yes, they do.
They deserve it because of how incompetent and sad the right wing is now. That's right. You know what? We always knew Fishback was probably not going to win. None of us ever expected him to. Yeah, Byron Donalds has officially been declared the winner of the Florida primary by NBC News. He will be going up against David Jolly, who the race has also been called for. Look, we didn't expect Fishback to win. What we wanted was a decent showing, and he underperformed the decent showing I was hoping for. 140,000 people still voted for him. 10% still voted for him. Still cool, I guess. It's something. I was hoping he would have a performance closer to how like the DSA people did all across the nation, where they, made competitive races, but none of them were running for governor. Those were all smaller elections. It's easier to win those. Uh, but no, I mean, Fishback will be back. The fish will come back, no doubt. He will have a strong future in politics. He's a good speaker, smart guy. I expect big things. I'm gonna reach out to him again. Hopefully, we can get that interview eventually. But
Be cool.
that would be cool. But yeah, man, this race ended early too. All right, well, I am going to begin wrapping up this show now. If you guys have any questions for me, please let me know. I'll stay live for a couple more minutes just in case, but it's been a fun ride, obviously. For those of you who have stuck around the channel, you know that I have been an avid Fishback supporter since late November, early December-ish of last year. He's been my guy, so it's sad to see him go out like this. I had hoped that he would have a little bit of a better showing than, we'll do one last check, than 10.1% of the vote. Yeah, honestly, what Florida needs is vote blue. Vote blue. Let let Mr. David Jolly win it and destroy Florida so that they can see what they missed out on. So they can see what they needed. Our country's so fucked.
Dare I say David Jolly might do better than Byron Donalds as far as running?
Did Donalds ever actually do anything during his entire campaign?
Yeah, he talked about his kids calling his chargers instead of electrical cables or some bullshit.
Oh yeah, yeah, because he
Forgot
didn't
about that
he
one.
didn't know what they were talking about when they said Chargers. Byron, you're like, what are you, like 50? There's no way he's older than 50. He's
Oh my God.
47 years old and claims to not know what a charger is. He's a fake black dude. He's faker than Robert Downey Jr. in blackface.
Oh, yeah.
uh, well, ladies and gentlemen. It's a tragedy, but it happens. The fish will be back. I am sure of it. I cannot wait to see the lower prices of KFC all across Florida. I cannot wait to see the massive import of Popeye's chicken.
It's gonna be fantastic.
All right. Well, I will see you guys another day. As I've said on the show yesterday, it's very possible this is the last consistent live show for some time because I am moving into a college dorm as of tomorrow. But it's been a hell of a run. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the show. I will continue doing, if I don't continue doing live shows, we will continue to have long form content posted just in the pre recorded sense as this channel used to be. So, there's still plenty of content coming your way. You want to close us out?
Mm. Sad day here, but the Grippers will prevail.
Kuiper curse, bitch. Get fucked, Byron. Alright, well, it was fun, but so long. Peace out, and God bless you.